when you leave Malaysia, those are the festivals you kind of miss the most because no one else celebrates them. You know, no one celebrates it like we do.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
Hi, Celine Lau here from Mashable Sea.
Hello.
So congratulations on the movie. This is really exciting. So how does it feel to go from the Daily Show to being a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Yeah, very different projects, different scales. Daily Show is it's like a sprint every single day. We're just trying to sprint to the finish line because you gotta do a show every single day. And Marvel movies are a lot bigger, and in some ways they can move a little bit slower, a lot bigger budget. So yeah, it's like two different, completely different muscles. Yeah.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
In the film, the main character, Shang-Chi, is kind of struggling with his own identity. So I was wondering if you ever felt anything similar as a Malaysian Singaporean who's lived in many different parts of the world, and could you share about that?
Yeah, you're right. He does struggle with his identity. I think obviously if you are a third culture kid, if you've grown up in multiple countries, you will relate. I think you would relate even if you were just a kid. I think every kid struggles with their identity, even if you've never moved countries before in your life. So the idea of figuring out who you are is something everyone can kind of relate to. I think what really kind of is a very unique part of the story is his relationship to his dad. I think that's something which I have never really seen on screen before that I really related to. I think a lot of Asian guys will probably relate to as well. Do
you have a favorite memory of your time in Malaysia?
Favorite memory of my time? What do you mean? Yeah. I go back all the time. I've never been back since. I go back all the time, man. Yeah, favorite memories. It's like asking what's your favorite memory ever. We used to do the Lantern Festival in the driveway of the house, holding lanterns, and then we would always after you play for lanterns a little bit, you would purposely try to make the candle fall over so the whole thing would set on fire. We basically became like massive pyros in during Lantern Festival, just burning stuff and just fireworks and that kind of stuff. All these festivals that we don't at the time we kind of take it for granted, but then when you leave Malaysia, those are the festivals you kind of miss the most because no one else celebrates them. No one celebrates it like we do. So you miss it. You miss the food, you miss the mooncakes, you miss the kueh, all the stuff that we would serve during these things, So yeah, I would say the festival is probably the best memory.
It was announced that you're going to co-write a martial arts action comedy. Wow. So I was wondering if you took anything from your experiences from a Marvel martial arts movie over to your next project.
No, the Marvel thing was a huge learning experience. Just like every project I do, I learn a lot from it. And this one in particular, watching how they put together the action scenes, watching how they put together computer graphics and storytelling, on that scale with these actors and stunt people. And I got to meet a lot of the action designers, all these guys who are just world-class action designers. So yeah, I definitely took a lot out of it. You can't help but learn when you're on these things. There's so many people who are so good at their jobs. You can't help but learn from them.
My son, you can't run from your past.
Is this what you wanted?